Gate. Amsterdam in the 1600s was one of the richest and most influential cities on earth.
By the middle of the 17th century, this Dutch city had become the center of a global trading empire. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life. Through these reconstructed views, we can experience Amsterdam not as a distant history lesson, but
first, I want to talk about the harbor that helped make all of this possible.
This view shows Amsterdam's waterfront along the IJ in the early 1600s.
Large merchant ships crowd the water. The air smells of salt water, tar, wet wood, and imported spices. By 1602, the Dutch East India Company, known as the VOC, had been established. Yet this prosperity carried risks. The waterfront mattered because it connected Amsterdam to the world. Over time, the harbor expanded and modernized. This view shows Dam Square around the middle of the 17th century. By the 1600s, it had become the heart of the city.
Merchants display goods beneath temporary stalls.
The smell of livestock combines with smoke from fireplaces and bakeries.
Standing prominently nearby is the town hall, begun in 1648. Crowds brought opportunity, but also crime. The square symbolized Amsterdam's wealth and independence. This view shows the Oude Kerk, or Old Church. Its tower rises above surrounding rooftops, dominating the skyline. In the foreground, narrow streets wind between densely packed houses.
The church bells regulate daily life.
Following the Protestant Reformation and the alteration of Amsterdam in 1578.
Despite its sacred role, the surrounding district was busy and often noisy.
The church provided continuity during a period of rapid growth and change. This view shows Amsterdam's famous canal belt during its great expansion.
By 1613, city leaders had begun an ambitious project.
Elegant merchant houses line the canals.
Residents use these waterways as transportation routes.
Goods move efficiently from warehouses to markets throughout the city. Engineering such a massive expansion carried significant risks. The canal belt represented wealth, planning, and confidence. Today, much of this canal network survives almost exactly where 17th century engineers built it.
This view shows the grand houses along the Herengracht.
By the 1650s and 1660s, wealthy merchants had built impressive residences.
Large windows reflect sunlight onto the water. Servants move between rooms, carrying goods imported from around the globe.
Yet wealth was not distributed equally.
The canal mansions reflected Amsterdam's growing economic power and global reach.
This view shows the center of one of the world's most influential trading companies. The Dutch East India Company operated from Amsterdam as it coordinated voyages across the Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia. Inside offices, clerks record shipments, profits, and cargo manifests. The company helped create enormous wealth, but its history also includes exploitation, conflict, and colonial expansion.
Decisions made in these rooms affected people thousands of miles away.
The VOC became a symbol of Amsterdam's global influence during the 17th century. This view shows the Westerkerk shortly after its completion in 1631.
Its tall tower dominates the western skyline.
Residents gather nearby, while boats move through adjacent canals.
The church became an important religious and cultural landmark.
Later generations would associate it with figures such as Rembrandt van Rijn, who was buried here in 1669.
The tower also served as a visual reference point for travelers navigating the city.
Today, it remains one of Amsterdam's most famous historic churches.
This view shows part of Amsterdam's Jewish community during the 17th century.
By this time, Sephardic Jews fleeing persecution in Portugal and Spain had found relative safety.
The streets are busy with merchants, families, and scholars.
In 1675, the Portuguese synagogue was completed.
The community contributed significantly to commerce, culture, and intellectual life.
Their story reflects Amsterdam's reputation for relative tolerance.
Their story reflects Amsterdam's reputation for relative tolerance. The neighborhood remains an important part of the city's historical identity. Workers shape timber, forge iron fittings, and prepare vessels for long voyages.
The constant sound of saws and hammers fills the air. Building ships required enormous quantities of resources and labor.
Accidents were common.
Heavy equipment, dangerous tools, and unstable materials created daily risks.
These shipyards enabled the Dutch Republic to maintain one of the world's largest merchant fleets. Without them, Amsterdam's rise would have been impossible. This final view shows Amsterdam after sunset.
Moonlight reflects across the canals. Windows glow softly behind narrow facades.
A few lanterns illuminate bridges and streets. Yet darkness brings uncertainty. Patrols watch for thieves. Travelers move carefully through poorly lit areas.
Fires remain a constant fear
in a city built largely from wood.
Still, there is a sense of confidence in the air.
By the late 17th century, Amsterdam had become one of the great cities of the world.
Its merchants connected continents.
Its artists, including Rembrandt and Johannes Vermeer, helped define an era. Its engineers reshaped the landscape. Its citizens built a city that still fascinates millions today. Looking at these reconstructed scenes, the past suddenly feels much closer. The people walking these streets were not so different from us.
They worked, worried, celebrated, traded, and dreamed beneath the same sky.
And thanks to modern AI reconstruction, we can experience their world. From perspectives never imagined by the artists who originally captured these views. The Dutch Golden Age city stretches beneath us.
Its harbour remains the gateway that helped change the world.
The canals, churches, and markets still echo through history.
Again, thank you so much.